You probably know I Love It by Kanye West. And if you don't, you should probably pause this video and go watch the music video where Kanye West and Lil Pump are dressed up as Roblox figures, and there's a giant lady in white walking in front of them like...
Quick disclaimer.
I Love It was released some time ago, and it became pretty big, obviously, because Kanye West is a very well-known artist. But everyone agreed that it was a pretty weird music video, and it became a meme, and people loved it. A lot of people joked about it, and a lot of people made fake analyses of the song and the music video. But I stumbled upon this actual analysis not very long ago. I think it was last week or something. But it didn't really stick with me. I thought that there was some things missing in his analysis. And those are the things that I will focus on in this video. So you've read the title of this video probably, and you're thinking, how is a song with the lyrics, "You're such a fucking hoe, I love it," how is that supposed to be liberating to women, and especially to women's sexuality? So right off the bat, I'm going to break it to you. I Love It by Kanye West is, yes, in fact, satirical. It is over the top on purpose. As you might recall, in the start of the song, there is this woman saying that back in the days, women used to fake orgasms and shit. But now we can say what we want, woohoo! That is actually a quote from a female comedian called Adele Givens, who talked a lot about sexual liberation in women. So in the music video,
Adele Givens
is wearing white. She is the liberated woman. She's the woman who is not afraid to say that she wants sex. And she's talking very confidently and walking very confidently. But she is viewed by Kanye West and Lil Pump as a sexual object instead of an actual person who also has desires, which is also expressed through the lyrics in the song. Because as you can probably recall, they're calling her a hoe. And the lyrics are in general not very respecting towards women. But we also have a lot of women in the walls who are also wearing white, who are and who are tied up and their faces are covered. And this is what leads me to believe that Kanye West wants to say that all women
are equal regardless of their sexual experiences and how open they are about them.
But what I think is the reason for the women actually being there is because all of these women are still in their shells. They are scared to be perceived as sexual objects, and that is why they hide their faces and they continue to be tied up, and they're scared to maybe actually be honest about their sexual desires. The Roblox guys are actually only harassing the one woman who is open about wanting an orgasm and open about her sexuality, which means that the Roblox guys are in fact the very reason why we still have women in the walls who are not confronting their own sexuality and who are not enjoying sex. And that leads me to Kanye West and Lil Pump wearing Roblox costumes. So what is the meaning behind that? In my opinion, the Roblox costumes represent immaturity. It represents boyishness. Basically, they don't understand what the giant lady in white, what she actually means when she says that she wants to have an orgasm, that she wants to be viewed as an equal and to be viewed someone who's supposed to be respected enough to actually be, so to speak, worthy of getting an orgasm. And that leads me to the one thing that I think none of the analyses that I have watched have actually addressed properly, and that is that the song is therefore not necessarily about the liberation of women. It is not necessarily only about the men that don't actually perceive women as someone worthy of an orgasm. It is actually the conflict between the two. It is the miscommunication between the woman who wants to be a person but also someone sexual, and the fact that men, like the men who Kanye West and Lil Pump represent, that they do not perceive her as such. They perceive her wanting to be liberated as something endearing and something sexual. in itself. Hi, this is me from the future. When I was filming, I forgot to mention one particular instance in the lyrics that I actually found very interesting and very relevant to the entire analysis. And that is when Kanye West in his verse says, "I'm a sick fuck, I like a quick fuck." And the word quick is extremely important here because usually when people have sex and both parts care about the other part also getting something out of the experience and enjoying the experience, it will not be a quick fuck. It will in fact be a bit of a longer fuck. Usually when women also get to have an orgasm, it takes longer because that's just how it is for women. And this just adds to the whole thing about Kanye West and Lil Pump not actually listening to Adele Givens. Because as you might recall from the music video, Kanye West is nodding very desperately and frantically and excitedly, I would say, every time Adele Givens talks about orgasms and sex. Which means that he pretends to care about what she's saying, but he actually doesn't. He actually just wants a quick fuck. And it actually surprises me how relevant this particular issue is, because just the other day when I was on Facebook, I stumbled upon this video of a Danish Instagram model who talked about how you should love your belly because it's normal to have a little fat, you know, stuff like that. It was a very positive video, and this girl in the video, she was wearing a crop top with no bra, so you could see her nipples through the t-shirt. And you know, I actually honestly didn't notice, probably because I'm straight. So I scrolled down in the comments, and the most liked comment on this video talking about how women should love their bodies was a guy commenting, "Stop talking and lift up your shirt already." Like, what the fuck? And that is a prime example of a guy not seeing a woman talking about an important issue, but instead a guy seeing a woman and her breasts. That is what he sees. He does not see, like, the point that she's trying to make him understand as a fellow human. So when Adele Givens says, "I wanna come, motherfucker," she's not saying, "Hey, random guy standing over there, come and stick your noodle in my Cheerio." She's actually saying, "I want to be able to say that I want an orgasm without being perceived as an object." And that concludes my analysis. Thank you for watching. This is my very first analysis. I'm planning on doing more. I actually already have one that I recorded back in November, but it's a bit of a larger project than I thought it would be. In the future, I'm probably going to lean more towards the music theoretical aspect of things. So if you're into that kind of stuff, or if you think that I'm cute or awesome, then subscribe, and I will see you again some other time. Bye! Hi, you're a hoe, but I love it, so wanna go grab a beer or something?